The reason that I don't like it as much,
the finals, and Newbee. Now
modus operandi for Newbee, get the Impale, slowly burn it down. They kind of did that a little bit awkwardly, but they should still be able to clear out the wave. Normally you get the Impale as you've got double Ion Shell on them, but yeah, they'll clear it up here. That the Dire did block the large camp. You can see right there also just how much damage gets.
But Sand King was far behind.
You shall not.
This is kind of interesting.
Juggernaut quite low. There's the healing ward.
Just throw an Ion Shell on the Nyx Assassin before he leaves. They're actually.
Oh, the Nyx Assassin actually comes in. The Impale hits right as the Nightmare ends. Erice quite low, and there's a stun onto Bane just to buy some time to run away. Do they have enough damage to follow through? Erice running as fast as he can. Should be a getaway quite low. Nyx Assassin, no mana. There we go. There's the mana back, and there's the Impale. They catch him once again. A couple more hits, and that's going to contest for the bounty. Needs to run away with the Lifestealer there ready as well. Third, and especially with the focus they've had to put 6 on both in mid.
Ooh. Careful, careful.
Oh, Nyx Assassin is going to show up if the Impale hits. The Avalanche hits first. Looking for the Impale. Not going to hit. Try to guess the dodge.
Have his Midas completed at 6.5 minutes. I mean, this is the worry. They might even kill off the Darkseer.
Yeah, Darkseer does get caught out quite a bit too far. Surges, but has to run the other
point. If she gets Laguna Blade up, it's a quick.
Yeah, just using it to make sure they can keep up in CS, of course, like you said, with that Midas. Oh, actually, Bane maybe goes a little bit too deep. There's the Avalanche. There's
as he gets the ward, it's probably actually fine.
Right, mission accomplished at the end of the day.
Oh,
Burrow Strike right on top of that Soundstorm, and there's a stun, but we do see the spin coming in. Meanwhile, Erice actually gets caught out a little bit with the Impale. Nyx Assassin shows up in time. It's going to be enough. Erice goes down, the Omni Slash hits, and now we do have the Sand King caught out with the Nightmare Bane, just putting a couple extra hits in. Juggernaut does want to be
Lifestealer matchup. That entire side of the map is just going to be nothing happening.
Yeah, another move onto Erice here. A nice catch with the Nightmare. We do have the Impale. Barely doesn't hit. Erice trying to get out. Gets the stun right under the tower. And another burst. Sand King now trying to keep him under tower. There's the Burrow Strike. A lot of damage coming through. Can Juggernaut get out alive?
Oh, as we get another little posturing here for the bounty rooms.
Yeah, nice Impale and find them some time to move out. Meanwhile, Darkseer maybe went a little bit too deep. Bit off a lot more than he could chew. That's a lot of hits. The Surge comes in just in time. Happy to be patient, especially with how things have been going with the Lifestealer, but we do have a nice rotation showing up with the smoke. Juggernaut comes in as well. The Avalanche onto the Ember Spirit, but maybe used a little bit too early. There's the Fiend's Grip. Tiny doesn't have a way out. Nyx Assassin showing up as well. There's the Impale. That's 0.
And it does also give a little bit of extra room around the map. I'm curious if they want to defend this. The Sand King already dropping down Sandstorm, and now jump for Lina.
Watch out, yeah, Ember Spirit goes in, dodges the stun, and there's the Impale over the
Cignal Ultra game plan.
Yeah, I mean, right now, Cignal Ultra
needs to make things happen with the Blink Dagger, so...
Although they've had a couple
Jug saw them here. They know he's here. This
Juggernaut gets caught right in between the trees, and that's just a complete change. Gets both as he's trying to make an escape. Now Tiny shows up, goes for the blink, and then there's the toss. Bane almost going down instantly, but still alive for now. Gets the lifesteal out. He's running away. Meanwhile, there's the Impale onto the Lina. We do have a kill on each side as we have Nando on the other side of the map picking up the rune. Meanwhile, the fight continues as Ember Spirit chases through. Gets a lot of damage, and Juggernaut teleports into the shrine. Sand King now trying to stay alive in the Sandstorm. We do have Tiny running away, but here comes Lifesteal with all the damage. There's no way you're gonna stop him. He's just running in towards everybody. Now does need to make an exit. No more stuns here to help you out. Ember Spirit not happy about that move. Lifestealer, you gotta get out of here. Does get rooted in the middle of the lane, but there's the blade coming in again. There's the toss and the avalanche. But too many people teleporting in on the side of Newbee. So much assistance. It's 4v2. Tiny gets caught. Now Lifestealer all alone. And now we do have the Warlock coming in to turn things around. The fight continues. Fatal Bonds on everybody. They just need a couple more hits to pick up the Ember Spirit, but not going to get it.
This amount of very low commitment stuns, as it looks like Lina is going to get brought down here, most likely. Almost hit the stun. And it's oftentimes Ember Spirit also staying on the other side.
Juggernaut caught out a little bit alone, did see them, but maybe moving a little bit too late. There's the blink, and there's the toss right into the goal lead at nearly 18 minutes.
I mean, this is the thing. There's so. I mean, if they take this fight afterwards, Warlock should have ulti back up in a second. I don't think that this is the fight to take.
Newbee seem pretty curious, so they're going to jump onto Lifestealer. They do get a lot of damage onto him to boot. We do have the teleports rushing in on the side of Cignal Ultra, so Cignal sticking to that fight. They try to get the Avalanche, they're not going to hit it, but here comes the Warlock. Fatal Bonds with the Golem over all 3 members of Newbee. They need to run away as fast as possible.
That's what I'm saying, man. You can't take the fight like that when there's Golem up. It's just too close to the tower.
Oh, and now Newbee not escaping fast enough again. Blade Fury not used early enough. JiaJia goes down again.
Time, what we talked about in the draft, they really don't have that. Now he has Veil, which is damage amplification, but with a pipe, it mitigates a lot of that.
Pit, Lifesteal not starting it just yet, though. Everyone else from Cignal Ultra they're gathering around right at the edge of that vision. And now gonna be spotted. As we say, Ember Spirit trying to jump in. We are gonna see the blink out. Warlock gets caught out a little bit. He just needs to use the Golem right now just to get it out, have it on the map. Meanwhile, on the other side, we do have the Fiend's Grip onto the Tiny. It looks like there's the Blade Fury coming out. The fight is split in two. Meanwhile, we have Sccc going bananas as he picks up 2 kills, 3 kills, and it's going to be only 2 members left alive on Cignal Ultra.
The Tiny's starting to drop down as well here. Didn't get the Blade Fury off yet again, but Tiny trying to run.
Yeah, it blinks out just in time. The Avalanche and Toss buying enough time, and Lifesteal trying to turn things around right now. Is it going to be enough? Has to go through the wall, is committed to pick up that Nyx Assassin. Where we saw the scans coming out. Newbee now poising themselves to start yet another fight. They do know that the Warlock ulti's been used, so that's not in their danger. Nightmare on the Warlock, but Warlock just buying some time for the time being. Roche going quite low. Ember Spirit jumps in. Warlock does go down, maybe a little bit too quickly. Not enough time, but there's the Impale onto the Lina as well. That's going to be 2 kills once again for Sccc. Roche doesn't get finished. The Epicenter has to jump out of the pit, and now Roche goes down. Nando barely picks up the Aegis. He's still alive. He infests in onto the Sand King. They're ready for another fight, but Newbee has to back out.
Yeah, they gotta be careful. It's Fatal Bonds onto all of them.
The Burrow Strike under 3 people. As you see the Lifesteal come back out, Sccc doing what he can. There's the wall right in the middle. The Aegis has been pumped already. Can Nando make it worth it as Tiny puts down the damage? Nando's back out on Lifesteal, now teleporting out of there. He does get cut in. Ember Spirit jumps in. Sccc going for more kills. They don't want to let this advantage slip through. Newbee doing what they can. They'll try to pick up the Tiny. He uses the Avalanche. Isn't going to be enough. A vacuum back in. Lina now going to get caught out as well.
Oh, Newbee, you did it to him. Easy peasy, triple kill for Sccc.
Nando shows back up, but it's not enough. It's a little too late. Yeah, so Cignal Ultra very well aware.
They should have worked.
They've seen the smoke. They do spot the entire team, and we see the blink going in from Nyx Assassin, jumping away from the Lifesteal. Sccc jumps in onto 3 bulls him, dodges the Avalanche, tries to turn this around, but we're going to see awen pick up the kill right away. The Golem comes out, Fatal Bonds onto 2. Meanwhile, we see the toss going in. We do have kills going left and right. Nando still alive, going for a couple extra kills, but Sccc is the one to catch. Can you catch the Ember Spirit? No, we're going to see the Yules to keep the Lifesteal in place. Nando, you don't have an exit. You're just going to have to be left behind by Tiny, and it's another 4 kills for Newbee.
Amazing positioning there, and you see the Ember Spirit
coming out, only
down the tier 2 towers for Cignal Ultra, up on
and get. I mean, what's the list of items now that they need? Ooh, Sand King, a little risky.
Nice play there, trying to contest for the bounty runes.
Yep, gonna go in, snag that, getting the stun. Actually, they're gonna commit onto the Ember Spirit, but there's a vacuum into the wall. Nice catch from above, and that's going to be another kill. BKB now popped for Sccc. He's jumping right in. The Omni Slash trying to chase through as well. We're going to see Darkseer just making everyone go on a merry-go-round chase, and a nice toss backwards to pick up the kill.
Sick play there, to be able to find that Darkseer kill. I can't believe that they were able to get that one, and the chase is not done.
Yeah, they're not done yet. Nice routes onto 3, and there's an Impale from above just to keep them at bay. Lifesteal showed up, and a nice catch with the Golem onto 2, Fatal Bonds onto all 3, but do they have the speed to keep up? Lifesteal, they're trying to turn things back around, and now we see Nyx Assassin coming in. There's the Burrow Strike, only onto 1. The Golem keeping everyone at bay. The Fatal Bonds still ticking, but not enough damage. Both sides a little wary to continue on with this fight. Sand King a little low. Sccc not going to commit, and the Burrow Strike comes out.
So he has to stay on top of the targets with the
perfect opening.
Still just about 20 seconds away.
And a counter smoke here. Of course, invest onto the Tiny. So Cignal Ultra has everything ready. Sccc spots him, jumps right onto Erice. Erice, if you go down, that's another stun out of the way. That's going to be another kill. Sccc now not afraid at all. There's the BKB popped. Impale not going to hit anybody. The Warlock comes in for a stun on the other side, but meanwhile, it's going to be Sccc in the backline. Now there is the BKB onto the Tiny, and Lifesteal jumps out, trying to put down the damage, but doesn't have enough control on the side of his teammate. Sand King goes down as well. A vacuum now back into the wall. Impale to keep them in place, and everybody from Cignal Ultra just caught in the middle of this fight. Avalanche to keep them alive. Nando, can you get out? It's going to be 1v3. He picks up 1 kill on the other side. Juggernaut now going to chase through, and he's just jumping on top of him, putting down the damage he can.
Rampage.
Right before the tier 3, can he jump in? He's just committing all the way to the base. Catch this. Oh, the Darkseer.
Sccc using the BKB. He just runs in as soon as
for Tiny and Lifesteal to do what they need to.
So this is one way that they can make this work. Avalanche kind of have to kill him while taking no damage from everybody else. This Ember Spirit has gotten completely out of control.
Well, all right, there we go. Ember Spirit not afraid of anything.
There we go.
Oh, in fact, actually just going to draw out that Abyssal Blade, using the Nightmare to keep him alive. They're not going to commit too much, actually, to pop this Aegis, so Sccc needs to watch out.
Wait.
There's a stun to follow up. They actually just get the toss right away on the Avalanche, and there's the Rock to come in. But Ember Spirit does get out instantly and jumps right back in with the BKB. A lot of damage coming in with the wall right in front of the tower, but meanwhile, Nando's been out front. Nando is dominating as he picks up a kill onto Fenrir. That's been the easier one. Going for a couple extra catches, needs a more bash, but doesn't get it. A stun to follow. There's another blink and a toss. They're trying to catch a couple more hits. Sccc doing what he can to keep his teammates alive. There's the cheese onto Juggernaut, and that means it's a turnaround with the Omni Slash, and JiaJia just picks up every single kill. A perfect bait into that fight as Newbee take down 3 members, 2 buybacks already on the side of Cignal.
I'm the real carry here. Get out of my game. This Juggernaut is owning people. Mass buybacks, but it might just be for naught anyways.
Yeah, that's another one. They need this just to stay alive. A vacuum to keep them in place as well. Sccc returns for another go at this fight, and we do have Sand King going down instantly.
Going to pick up bounty runes because he thinks that there's gonna
60 on the Sand King, just running for. Do they go for a fight here?
They have.
Warlock is a little bit far away. The buyback comes in.
and that might be enough to force him back. Good light strike array.
Nice stun under 3, and there's the jump in, but the Blade Fury does come out in time. BKB on the Tiny, and there's a nice toss. Lifestealer now in range to try to catch everybody else, but a good Fiend's Grip, and that's going to mean that Lifestealer can't put down the damage. There is a stun on Juggernaut. Lifestealer needs to run for his life, though, and now the fight's turned around once again. Sccc shows up this time. It's going to be a little bit of a damage trade as Sccc says, I'm going to be the carry in this fight. Lifestealer trying to stay alive as much as he can. Pick up another kill. There's the bash is coming in. He's trying to get more, but it's 1v3. JiaJia is just too strong.
They take him down, find themselves all 5 yet again. One more tip for the last remaining member of Cignal Ultra as GG is called, and Newbee doing it in front of their home crowd in a beautiful fashion.
Yeah, really, really well played. I mean, we saw a couple moments that could have been scary for